What's up, it's your boy. This is kind of a cool video. This is not a drama channel. This is never gonna be a drama channel. Even my own, maybe my own drama, but honestly, what drama am I gonna have, right? I'm this fucking guy with 130 follower. What drama am I gonna get? However, I wanna do I wanted to do I do a content appreciation post, and this content appreciation post is I was streaming, and I said I know I said this 1,000 times already, but I like having a something in the background, and what I do adore is documentaries. So I'm watching a lot of The Right Opinion, but then I was watching The Right Opinion, and this video popped up in my play next, and I don't know, I was playing all night, and I was fighting up Tough Boss because you guys know All Night, right? And there was this idub versus Sam Hyde. Now, I when idubbbz was really popular, I wasn't watching YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't have Wi-Fi, and when I did have Wi-Fi, I was more interested in playing games, watching cartoons, watching anime, than watching a dude talk about other people content, other people I didn't know about. I didn't spend enough time on YouTube to be a fan of, or to be in the loop of every content creator and every beef they have, right? And Sam Hyde, I don't know who the fuck that guy was, so I didn't have an investment in it. But I've seen title because I'm a lot more present on YouTube right now, and I'm always seeing content on why idubbbz is no longer liked, why everyone hates him, and although I've never been a fan, I do feel bad as somebody like was one of the OG YouTuber. There doesn't seem to be a lot of OG YouTubers that are still like, there's Roman Atwood, there's Casey Neistat, that's pretty much it, There's Going to Morning, fucking love them. But apart from that, there's possibly Smosh, right? Anthony Padilla. But the OG YouTuber, it seemed that there's more of them that had a fall from grace than not, It's really bad. But it's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that idubbbz, I do feel bad that he was so important, he was so influential, he was such a piece of YouTube history that he had to fall, and I felt bad. And then Sam Hyde came, and I didn't know him, so I had no luck in the fight. I know there was a documentary, a hit piece, and this is the issue I have with the documentary. I don't even know who the creator was. I fell asleep right after the video finished. I even stayed up later to finish the video because it was so interesting. But the guy was a fan of Sam Hyde, and you could clearly tell the way he presented Sam Hyde. It was like it was kind of similar to Kenny Hoss, and Kenny Hoss is one of my role model, one of my hero. I grew up watching Kenny versus Penny, so the second I see Sam Hyde, and I don't know the guy, I'm hearing that he's doing disgusting thing. I'm hearing that he's not the best person, but I mean, I'm willing to give everybody a chance, and he reminds me of Kenny, so yeah, his content could be something I like. I don't know, but I was watching this documentary, and I found it so interesting because sure, the guy was a Sam Hyde fan, so because he was picking on Ian, which is idubbbz, a bit, but then you see the hit piece, then you see that the documentary was basically to make Sam Hyde look bad, and it was basically idubbbz who admitted that he had some grudge against Sam Hyde, and I was like, holy shit, this is a hit piece. And if you had a fall from grace, it's okay to be. I think it's very noble to have a fall from grace. I know this is not gonna make sense, but if I ever make it on YouTube, right, and if I ever achieve something on social media, if I ever, I have to relate this to me because this is my channel and I have to make the content about me. But if I ever achieve a certain level of fame on YouTube, and then I entertain people for years and years, and eventually I have a fall from grace. Well, although I don't know why would I have a fall from grace, although I can't prevent or I can predict the fall from grace, I think that if I had a falling off, I would prefer to be the guy people remember fondly, and the guy who everybody hates because he does fucking mediocre content right now. And that's just me. That's just a part of life. That's a cycle of life. New people come, old people go. It's the way it goes, the way she rolls. the way she goes, cheer her boys. But and I was seeing this, and I was seeing how idubbbz already was losing fan because, and then I got another video why idubbbz was hated, and his girlfriend putting him down, him scamming people. He just seemed like a bad person, and it sucks because, so here I am, right? I've said multiple times I have no luck in a fight, and the guy was a fan of Sam Hyde. I think the content. I just literally finished watching it. I literally finished watching it. Right. I went to sleep. I just woke up, and yeah, we're doing the video. I got to get vanilla ice, cappuccino or cafe because fuck it, it's evening and I want it. But yeah, we woke up like an hour ago. So this is pretty fresh. This is I watched another video on, like I said, on why idubbbz is hated, and the guy was a Sam Hyde fan, but then I started reading the comments in between loading screen, and people, they were insulting Sam Hyde for things he said, right? And I was like, well, you presented as this bad guy, but idubbbz right now is a bad guy because he's taking for granted the fame. And again, those are opinions that I have because my understanding, those videos that I watch might be biased. But again, not knowing the full fact, that the only information I have is the one presented to me, and the only one presented to me presented pretty bad picture for idubbbz. And I'm like, it sucks. And again, this is not a drama channel, but this happened years ago. So who gives a shit? Who gives a shit anymore? And that's just the fact. It's just the truth. It's too creative. I have no luck in the fight, but seeing that, I just felt bad. I just felt, and it's kind of crazy because Sam Hyde, again, he's being portrayed as this horrible person, but the documentary also helped him. So we had this, and I just think I'm obsessed with good versus evil. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. Like I keep on talking about it, about good versus bad, the moral, the gray. The world is gray. I'm talking constantly about a rightful place to have your right morals. You want to follow people. You want to be surrounded with people with good moral, people who are actively not trying to be the best, or not actually trying to be the worst, but they're just there for you. One of my best friend right now. We haven't talked in years, right? And I do miss him, but he's still my best friend because we've been through so much, and he's actually a good person. But if he was this guy who was this perfect person, then I would have this inferiority context, right? And I would be like, this guy's so much better than me. I'm not a good friend, right? But it's just the way I'm seeing things. And it's Sam Hyde was portrayed as this bad guy, but now Ian was kind of this. My problem with the documentary was idubbbz came in and he was like, "Yo, I'm this perfect person. I'm gonna expose this fucker, right? I have higher moral than him." But then it's a hit piece, and Sam Hyde won a lot of subscribers from it, right? So it's just good to prove how fragile the thin line between good moral and bad moral is. And I just thought documentary was brilliant. It was really brilliant, and I actually loved it.